Hello everyone, surprise stream from Morn. I was not expecting to stream at all today, but quite frankly, I got bored sick working on stuff for tomorrow's holiday special, so I decided, let's jump the gun and do a little bit of crazy stuff tonight. I decided what I wanted to do is kind of do something for Paradoxical, who is probably if nothing else, he's donated more in bits to this stream than any other one person. So, he keeps asking for me to do crazy stuff in Randomizer, so I thought, let's just go for it. We're going to do Swordless Keysanity. If Paradoxical shows up for this, he'll be thrilled. But if not, it'll still be there for him to watch on his own time. Either way, we're going to try to do Swordless Keysanity. This is going to suck really hard. So I have a little rum and cola here with me to help get me through. Thank you, Allison. A few months ago, I decided to actually do branding on my stream rather than just do nonsense. So I did everything kind of movie theater style. I'm going to take a quick sip of this just to get myself started. Hey, so people don't always turn up for the intro, Nathan. Any case, let's start the insanity in 3, 2, 1, start. Oh boy, here we go. Small key to Dark Palace, fine. Tomorrow, we're actually going to be doing the Festive Randomizer as part of the show. I'm not doing it tonight because Festive Swordless Keysanity is too much even for my willingness to please one of my fans. Hey, we start with a shovel. I wish I could attack with the shovel. It really is. I've played around with a Festive Randomizer a bit just to figure out how it is and how it plays. Yeah, it's fun. It's very, very different. Oh. Oh, I meant to let that live. I wanted to see what it dropped. It could have dropped like 8 bombs. I don't want to talk too much about Festive, though, because we're going to talk about it a bunch tomorrow while I'm doing it. Speaking of bombs, alright. Ah! Thank you for that, Allison. I did not turn it on when I started stream up, so there we go. Things should be good to go. Alright, let's see what you drop. Good! That worked for me. Small key to Turtle Rock, okay. Lamp? Nice. Always nice to see the lamp. Oof. Get out of here. It's foo? It sounds foo. If we can just get ourselves some sort of decent weapon, we can actually do the escape from Hyrule Castle, too. Or at least most of it. The Legend of Zora, with a lot of hearts and no sword. Zola is, I believe, the name assigned to the NES Zoras. Or there's some retconning based on the fact that Zoras from Ocarina of Time onward look very different from these. Lots of possibilities. I don't know the answers. Also, how's it going, Woofy? Good to see you here. We're doing Christmas tomorrow. This is just something I did spur of the moment. It is, in fact, almost Christmas. Oh, wow. Speaking of Christmas, look at them presents. Wow. Glittering prizes galore. Merry Christmas. To all, and to all a nat 20. Speaking of 20, just summon 20 rupees, why not? Alright, so I don't blame that guy for running from Azora. Just out away from the water? That's scary. What do you got for me, kid? More health? I'm gonna need it for this game. Hook shot! Alright, we have got weaponry. We are good to play this video game out now. I need to get my hands on a few more rupees to buy from the merchant, but in the meantime, let's see what is in the library. A key to something. We'll probably want that. Whatever it may be the key to. It's the thing about Keysanity. You never know what you're going to get and where. Seconds. Should take me like 10. Ooh, a power glove. We can go up Death Mountain now. I don't know why bombs are gray. Oh, bombs are gray in the tracker, right. You know what? Let's go ahead and do some more searching, but we'll go ahead and fill in the bombs for you. In Keysanity, it's even a better idea than normal to check like all the good treasure locations in the overworld before trying to dive into a dungeon. Because even if you have all the stuff you need to do it, yeah. Keys could be anywhere, so there's really no way of knowing. As well as maps and compasses. Big key of Tower of Hera. Well, we can get there, so we can actually explore that dungeon. I confess to not being the biggest fan of Keysanity, but again, one of my regular viewers wanted to see something like this, so I wanted to do it for him. That's right. And you won't. And on the plus side, if you find the compasses tell you how many treasures you have within a single dungeon. So there are benefits. No, maps tell you. Maps tell you whether they've got the crystal or the pendant in them. Oh, bother. And crystal or compasses tell you how many treasures you found within a dungeon. Which is something I kind of want in the main game to start with. That is so useful. Let's see what kind of glittering prizes we have in here. Arrows, rupees, the one arrow, the greatest of arrows. Now that was not a very hype Moldorm cave. Ooh, get out of here. Now for the real challenge. Can I do the fake flipper glitch without a sword to guide me? We'll see here in a few minutes once I come back. You do not want to get hit by these things. They do 2 hearts of damage apiece unless you have a male. An armor upgrade. We're still early enough. Oh, I've got 420 rupees. Never mind. The Compass of Eastern Palace. Yeah, I'm not even sure why the sword's in there, except I'm too lazy to take it out. Look at that. Fake flippers, no sword, no bush. I am the master of my domain. There's a key on the island, okay. Ow! You don't want to get hit when you're Oh, look at the dead fish! Oh, that's awesome! Oh, that is so awesome! Alright, let's go ahead and just... let's do something else. That was awesome, but I want to do something else now. Matter of fact, what I want to do is the back half of the escape. Okay, get out of here. Piece of heart. More arrows. Piece of heart. Okay. No reason to just jump out here. I want to go dig up with the shovel anyway. I want to dig with the shovel, and I want to buy from the bottle merchant. Those are my goals right now. Oh, jeez. Get away. Also, that damage sign. Or sprite. I can't even talk. Pizza fart. I wonder what we'll get from the bottle merchant. After that, we'll go up Death Mountain, because we can do a lot of treasure hunting up there. I believe we can actually clear the Tower of Hera, at least the top side of it. The only thing we won't be able to do is get whatever's in the basement. So, going up Death Mountain seems like a really wise choice right now. Just a quick health refill using Death Warp, basically. Zelda, you kissed a Zora. How do you feel about that? There's also the other side of Hyrule Castle, the front side of it. I haven't done that yet. I don't know what Uncle has. Oh, hey, I still have... I did not have a full stack of bombs. I figure with the Keysanity, unless I actually get maps to know, I may as well just clear dungeons regardless of what they give me. For all I know, something really useful could be on the pedestal. Old Man Sahasrara could have a thing. Compass of Dark Palace, okay. Oh dear. Okay. Run for your life. Run for your life! Alrighty. See what kind of glittering prizes await us in here. The Compass of Desert Palace, okay. It's a glitch using the mirror. The mirror causes an error with those and causes them to just disappear. Oh no, that was probably too far. Oh, good. Piece of art. Skullwood's compass. A key to Ganon's tower. There's like a million of those. A hammer? Oh, we got a weapon now. We got a real weapon, not those fake weapons we were using. What we don't have is the ability to take too many hits, so let's avoid doing some of that. Excuse me. Wait, I got the hook shot. They can be killed with that easily. Alright, let's check Spiral Cave and then... Let's check Spiral Cave and then I'll go ahead and reload at Mountain Cave to get health refill and go up to the Tower of Hera. Wait, I said I was going to use save and quit anyway, so hooray! Alright, let's see our Zora here. Back to the main game menu. I don't care what's in here, I'm just gonna get it, whatever it is. So, even if it's the 1 rupee. There are 2 1 rupees in the game, actually. And it turned out to be the Pegasus boots, so that was a really good choice. We had Para the Zora clear out Paradoxical's cave, so this is seriously a themed run. Plus 5 bombs, I'll grab those on my way up, why not? We really need to start dipping our toes into some dungeons here, and I feel like this is probably my best bet. Nope, I said I would actually grab those. Okay, the music doesn't mean anything, but it is the Dark World dungeon music. A key to something. Ice Palace. A big key to Ganon's tower. Well, Ganon's tower's gonna be a short one. Oh, I have the shovel, right. I was trying to figure out why my thing didn't match. So what do you guys think the odds are of me actually being able to handle Moldorm easily with the hammer? That's true. That is a valid concern. Because I don't have the option to spin to win in Swordless. A small key to Misery Mire, okay. I have the tools, but not the ability to do fancy bomb jumping shenanigans here, so we're just gonna get this big chest the old-fashioned way. A small key to Turtle Rock. Yeah, I think it's like 3 or 4. It's not many. But, so, with that said, start keeping your count of how many times I fall off like a dummy. Yep. Get wrecked, Moldorm. Damn. And our glittering prize is 20 bucks and a crystal. Sweet. Guys, I didn't waste my time getting this dungeon beat. So let's see what our crystal is. I don't know. Crystal 2. Alright. So we have 2 options. I'm going to take both of them, but we're going to start by taking the first option, which is to go diving into Hyrule Castle. Yeah, Moldorm was surprisingly friendly to me. I think I took a couple of hits early that I probably shouldn't have, just because I timed my jump down wrong, but as a whole, that was a pretty easy Moldorm fight to worry or to deal with. Oh yeah, we should probably pull this. Alright, Uncle, what do you got for me? A map? To Ganon's tower. Alright. $20, no surprises. I think I've mentioned this a few times, but I've counted through the customizer. There are 28 instances of 20 rupees in the game, making it the single most common prize to get out of any treasure unknown. Get out of here. As far as I know, except for the Dark Cross, all the keys in here are actually dropped by enemies, so we should be able to completely clear out the escape. Aww, I was almost late. Map of Dark Palace. Okay, so when we go to the Dark World, we'll know if we have to do that dungeon or not. Always a bonus. Get out of here. Man, I am suddenly a better hammer fighter than a sword fighter. I should do this for more than just making Paradoxical happy. Big key of Turtle Rock. I probably needed that. We may have to dip into Aghanim's Tower as well, just because we don't know what's in there. But I probably won't do that in this part of the run. Probably just play this part straight. Get out of here. Small key to Dark Palace. Those are pretty common too from treasures. Boots! We got them, we should use them. So we got the lamp, so we can check out what's at the Dark Cross, and then we're done with the Hyrule Castle for the moment. Then I'll just head over to Kakariko Village and start dipping into the Dark World a little bit. Alright, Dark Cross is right here, so just another screen or two away. Right here. So get out of here. And our prize is a heart container. I'll take it. What's my prize for killing stunned enemies, by the way? 20 bucks. Excellent. I like playing the Zora. I'm enjoying this now. Zora's animations that you get to play with when you're actually in Zora's domain are now ours to use for our own purposes. Throwing bushes all day. I wonder if we'll get a sword out of this. A big key to Skull Woods. Ooh. A fire rod, we could clear that out if we need to. Let's see what we have knowledge of so far. The only one we know for sure is the Dark Palace is in fact mandatory. Okay. Our glittering prize from in here is 20 bucks. Instead of doing the dungeons, I'm going to spend more time clearing out the overworld stuff real quick. I figure the more information we have going into these dungeons, the better off we are. So, Allison, I don't know if you've seen much of Swordless or played it yourself. How would one go about checking the medallions, those tablets for those? We don't have a Master Sword, so do we just take the book to them? I am rich. I got all the money forever. I don't know about any of that. Ooh, ether. And I should not have switched off bombs. Dark Palace key, okay. And Turtle Rock key. I mean, if I had the bow, I'd be beelining my way to Turtle Rock, or to to Dark Palace, sorry. I have 1 heart of health. I've got a thing just sitting there, a blue potion, but we're still gonna run for it and try to get the fairy instead. Look at them dodges. I think I want to check out the prizes I can get up here. I don't think I did Pegasus Rocks yet, somehow. Maybe I did. But for now, we'll check out the catfish. We'll see what Zora has for 500 rupees, and we'll come back to the Dark World and figure out what to do from there.
A map to Hyrule Castle? Ew, who wants that?
That was like the least glittering a glittering prize could have been. Those 5 bombs from the ledge, okay. What do you got for me, Your Majesty? Ooh! That was worth 500 rupees for sure. That rare moment where we're not getting scammed out by Zora, I'll take it. I'm only trying to get in the water once for the purposes of abusing invulnerability frames, but... I'll tell you what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to getting into Thieves Town and seeing what the bunny form of this is. It's probably going to be the Cyclops Zora up there that we just saw. But you never know. almost forgot where I was going. Ow. $50? Who wants that? $20, I wanted even less, but oh well. I think we'll see what's on the bumper cave and see if we're going to need the cape to win. But before we do that, I'm going to see if I actually did open up Pegasus Rocks or not. I don't remember. I may have let myself get distracted. Nope. Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay, game, you win. Mushrooms up there, alright, if you insist. No, leave me alone! I'm gonna spend fortune teller money now. I'm really glad it didn't. I like that it's just a pallet swap. Well, I guess we're diving into Thieves Town. I don't have anything for that. I don't think I even have the big key. No. But we'll get whatever treasures we can out of it before we move on to something else. It could open up another dungeon to us, for all we know. The music's randomized, so this is telling us that it's optional, but we don't know. We got the map of Misery Mire, okay. I can't get to Misery Mire. Red boomerang. What the? Oh, we're a later Zora. Look at that. I think we turn into Princess Rudo there. Yeah, Rudo or yeah, pretty sure that's meant to be Rudo and not the Majora's Mask one. Yeah. Oh, come on! Please, I'll be your best friend. How are we doing on stuff for Eastern Palace, by the way? Nothing? Oh boy. We better see what old man Sahasra has on hand then. You'd think I'd remember the Majora's Mask one. Lulu, that's it. I bet you can tell me something. Desert Palace has the Pendant of Courage. Great. The map of Turtle Rock and the map of Ice Palace. Oh yeah, I actually got the red boomerang out of that. Let's fix that. No bow means we can't actually beat Eastern Palace, but we can get enough treasure out of it to make delving into it worth our time. So I'm going to tell you guys, I'm probably not going to be finishing this run on stream. I'm probably going to be doing about 2 hours of it, and then going back to work on stuff for tomorrow's holiday marathon. All depends on how I feel at the end of that 2 hours. 6 treasure to look for. To be fair, Nathan, yes, you're right to say before, Lulu's had a hard life. I think being hooked up with Mikau was the hardest part of that. Also, Red Mail, that was a worthy delve. Already. No matter what happens from here. I do understand why we don't have any small keys. There's only one small key in this dungeon. And you get it from killing an enemy. Just with no big key, we can't actually clear the dungeon completely, so we'll do what we can and then move on. Oh, right, there's one from the pot, but that one's still going to be there. That one's not Keysanity shuffled. point is that there's no keys you can find in chests. See? It's right there. Good catch, but it didn't invalidate what I was trying to say, so... we'll call it a draw. No Titans Mitt means I can't really progress super far, but I guess we're gonna have to do Palace of... yeah. Palace of Darkness is next, just because I can delve into it. But no, you're right. There are in fact two keys in not chests in that dungeon. Words, Morn, use them. They're your friends. You studied them in college. Just quickly go have some tea at 3 hearts. I'm trying not to use my blue potion. I like having it. Oof. Now you watch, we're gonna end up finding the key to the one chest in Tower of Hera, or the one door, and I'm gonna get through that, and there's gonna be like the fire rod or some necessary item back there. Three keys, no big keys, so we can't totally clear the dungeon, but we're going to be able to do a lot of it. Ooh, Sanctuary chest, or Sanctuary heart container, I should say. With this many keys, we can just go diving right into the place. Oh no! That's a catch-22 seed right there. I hope the game hasn't done that here. Keysanity is a harder one to balance, but... we definitely have a lot of exploring we can do, so... Big key of Ice Palace? Oh god. No, I don't. I'm just delving to get what I can before I move on. Since I don't really know what else to do at this point. Yeah, we can open 3 chests, just right now. That did not go according to my plans. Compass of Thieves Town. Basically, I'm just trying to find what keys I can to get to where I can go. I still need the big key and a single small key to clear Thieves Town out. Like, the place I have the most stuff for is Turtle Rock, and I don't have any way to get in. Oh, hey! What a coincidence. We actually found the big key for this place, now that I don't have any small keys. I hate to say it, but I think my move is to go to the only other place I can really scope out reliably. And that's, what do I have for it? I have the big key, so I can go scope out, I can't beat the dungeon, but I can go scope out Skullwoods. That's what I can do. And I can get pretty much all the treasure that's in there. There's one key I'm guaranteed to get that is a key for that dungeon, so... Lantern chest. Not quite following on that one, I'm afraid. Is that the one that's in Tower of Hera? Because you have to solve a key and do all this stuff, and then use a lantern to... Oh, and Palace of Darkness, okay. Oh, that chest! Right. Okay. Yeah. I know which chest that is. Normally there's a key in there, I think. I don't remember what's in there in the unmodified game. I need to play that again soon. I was just thinking, you hide the lantern inside a chest that requires torches so you can make people use the fire rod to get it. That's kind of insulting. I think I've seen that in one of these randomizer runs, actually. I got a shield! I got $50. I'm getting out of here. Alright, Lorne, good job. Oh, Insanity difficulty Keysanity? Oh god. That's double insane. Just walk into the thing, Morn. Good job. I was actually thinking about just throwing 500 rupees away to get a shield. I know it doesn't help skip over to the mirror shield, but I still kind of wanted it to have it on hand. Run for my life. Compass of Ice Palace, okay. Well, I gotta tell you, Swordless Keysanity is what I'm doing right now, so... But I don't know if you can do... Well, I guess you could do Insane Swordless Keysanity because of difficulty, but... I only hate myself so much here. Titan's Mitt! Why am I fighting this? Let me just leave. Go ahead and just get the less treasure chest I can actually get here. And then we'll move on to do the things that allows me to do. I mean, the Titan's Mitt opened up a bunch of treasure for me. It also opened up the Dark World, Death Mountain. Oh! I did that once. I did an all dungeons run. I was not impressed by the all dungeons run. You still had to defeat Ganon, so it's like, what's the point? Oh, we have to be completionists? That's how I kind of like to play the game anyway. Alright, another bottle. So let's go rescue a swordsmith and do a couple other useful things. Oh, also, let me just mark up my bottle count here. I will admit I could see Festive being harder. Festive, Swordless, Insane, Keysane. Try that on for size. I certainly won't. Was he doing festive? Oh God! No! Not the Randomizer! Oh no! What? Oh, that's right. You can't do this unless you have a sword somehow. You can't actually do the trick. Festive is kind of a dick, honestly. The whole everything is presents is cute, but it makes the game a lot harder. You almost end up always wanting to kill Aghanim because you don't know if you need to get the lumberjack cave, unless you're checking the spoiler. That's neat. I do like that, I try not to say too much about Festive because I'm doing it tomorrow for Christmas, of course. But one of the things I do like is the purple chest being replaced by a gift. Oh, that would have been a sword. I forgot to do this desert cave, so let's go clear that mess out. And failing that, I will try once again to fake flippers my way to the hobo, just to see what I can sequence break into. Yes, normally you can, but in festive mode, everything is replaced by a Christmas gift. So you can't see what any items are until you pick them up. So you can go check the cave behind the house all you want. It's not gonna help. Oh, that is not a hammer. Okay, game. There we go. There is a key on the solitary island here that I can check out, but for For now, we're going to see how we do at fake flippersing around to the hobo, and then we'll do Death Mountain because I have the Dark World side of that to clear out. Sequence break into a Cane of Burna. I'll take it. Sure, the Cane of Morna, why not? Oh, I don't have a sword. Been doing this run for an hour, and I set it up specifically to play Swordless Keysanity, and yet I'm already acting like I have a sword still. I still get completely stuck falling down inside of the hookshot cave. I never have quite learned the loop or the routing for that. A third bottle and a key to Skullwoods. Huh. I don't even need a key to Skullwoods, unless it's to go back in and finish that place off once I find the fire rod. Castle Tower, okay. A flute? Small key to Thieves Town, okay. No, just shortcut. I'm bad at this, so whatever. $20. That was an avoidable hit. Or fall. Cane of Samaria. Oh, wow. Okay. You know what? Let's see if we have the stuff. Let's just see if we have the things we need to get in here. We have what? 4 Turtle Rock keys, which I think is all of them. We have ether. Alright. I think the game is telling us something. We can't totally clear this place out, but we can certainly have ourselves a look around. have the map for this place? I should see if it's even necessary to clear real quick. It's using the Light World dungeon, but that doesn't mean anything. Oh, it is, actually, unnecessary. Alright. Still gonna be some glittering prizes inside, and I want them. Yeah, we'll do that after we get what we can out of here. Don't worry about that. We have 4 keys to this place. No big key, but 4 small keys is a lot. We'll also be able to scope out Misery Mire. We have quite a bit of what we need for that. If not everything we need for it. Hey, Paradoxical! How's it going? Merry Christmas, Paradoxical. This is all for you. You have single-handedly contributed more than anyone else to this stream, so this is my Christmas present to you, and my way of saying thank you for all of that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the entire run of it, but I'm doing what I can. I'm going to get what treasures I can and then move on. Oh no, I'm Princess Rudo, help! Come back here and take what's coming to you! Oh, I even have the big key. I can totally... Except for the stuff that requires the fire rod. We'll also be able to scope out the Mimic Cave, I believe. There's what I was saving that blue potion for. Some room like this one. I would kill to have the fire rod right now. This room would be so much easier with that. Mimic Cave is going to be tough, but we do have like 1,000,000 bombs, so... Well, I think we could probably ether it, too. Let's see what ether does to these things. Oh, I don't... I can't use ether. Oh, I guess I can only use it when it comes time to enter dungeons? Come on! Come on! Come on! Okay, I'm done with that voice. And our reward for all of that was 10 arrows. God damn it. Freaking swordless. Plus 5 arrows, boring. Oh dear. We do have a... Ooh! Well, coming here has proven to be the right choice. And we do have a fairy to back us up on this, so... We can clean out maybe one more. We do have... Well, we don't have any magic. Look at the fish bones! Yay, Zora, for being awesome. Shoutouts to Zoras. Now that solved the major problem. Jesus! There. Are you kidding me? Get out of here. I said get out of here! Alright, can we soak the damage? Nope. Alright. I'm going to take a bunch of deaths, because I know Paradoxical likes deaths, and this is his Christmas present. Quake, alright. Alright, Nathan, I hope to see you for some of the marathon action. Fish bones. No, my bottles are empty, unfortunately. But I want to go ahead and clear out these 4 treasures before we move on, since we don't need to clear the place out. Oh, that was an avoidable damage. Oh, I tanked that and still died. Alright, we're done. In there. The big key of Swamp Palace. Oh. Come on. Come on in. Come on in. Alright, let's see if we can get to one more treasure without dying. Nope, okay. It's just me being stubborn right now because... screw it, I guess. I just don't want to have to come back in here, and I want to see what's in these 2 treasures, basically. Ugh. Come on. Come on in. I just walk off, Morn. Alright, well, we got 3 of them. We'll do one more. We'll bulldog our way through it, and then we'll get out of here, go wake up the flute, and then we'll finish up Thieves Town, because I think we can now. Oh. See, look, I even named the character after you, Paradoxical. That's how much for you this run is. And I kind of figured you'd appreciate me playing the Fishman here, but I was not expecting it to have the most awesome animations ever. And die and leave a frickin' fishbone corpse. But before we dive in, I want to go load up on blue potions. Now, I found the mushroom. I just don't remember where it is. Ah. Where did I see the mushroom? I know a lot of people have been watching from the beginning. Where did we see the mushroom? Does anybody remember? Oh! That's right, it was up on the Magic Cape area, where you need the cape to get through the Bumper Cave. That's where the mushroom was. Don't worry, I finally remembered. What do we have? Do we have the small... Okay, yeah, we have everything we need to do Thieves Town. Great, let's just go do that. And we don't have the map yet, but... Well, you know what? It's fine, Power Lord. Don't worry about it. We did eventually remember, and we figured it out, so... as far as I know... Yeah, I think all the pendants are accounted for, so this should be a crystal. Because Pendant of Courage is in Desert Palace, and, Pendant of Power is in Turtle Rock. And I think we've seen Pendant of Wisdom turn up in one of the things. Unfortunately, in this game, Pendant of Power and Wisdom have their colors swapped, so the Power one is blue and the Wisdom one is red. That's just a thing for A Link to the Past. Their colors is blue and red for Wisdom and Power, respectively, wouldn't actually be established until Ocarina of Time. Trivia facts. Fire Rod! Hell yeah! And with what we have, we can actually finish Skullwoods as well if we need to. Either way, what we do know is that the Pendant of Courage is in Desert Palace. And I think I saw the Pendant of Power light up on somewhere. But maybe not. This may be a pendant dungeon. I honestly don't mind either way. I'd rather do it and know. Let's see, what else did I do with this particular run tonight? Ooh, Bonos. Let's see, oh, the seed is pi to 8 decimal places. I thought that would be a good seed number. Damn it, I was giving him the jukes, and then I stopped giving him the jukes. Alright, let's see what kind of pun we get now. Okay, well, Mire requires something we have. It's also a required dungeon, so we can clear it out next even, I think. If things get too tight here, we'll just do the Cane of Burna. You know, I kind of want to exclamation point calf myself a little bit here. Good point, actually. That's a really good point. I think we can actually damage him with the cane, but we're definitely going to try. Because I should have used a potion first. That was all on my own shoulders. But I want to see if I can burn it kill him. It does hit him. The cane does do damage. That's the part that... So let's do a little fact-finding mission. What do you guys say? This run is definitely not going to be a speed run, so why not just fact-finding mission? We'll do the first parts of it with the hammer, though. Absolutely, we'll do a science. More Christmas for Paradoxical. We're doing a science. Hey, Razor Blades, how's it going? Can it burn it? Okay, so... Well, I'm sorry you're having a bad day, Razor Blade. That's no fun. Double check this real quick. Nope, okay. Let's go buy ourselves a fresh blue potion here. I am dumb, though. I probably should have gone in and just finished off Skullwoods. We'll go do that now. I was thinking about Misery Mire, but... Actually, what can we establish? We know nothing about these. We know we need 5 more crystals to win the game. We know that the Pendant of Courage is in Desert Palace. So 1, 2, 3... Well, the odds are in our favor. Let's go see. It's a short dungeon to finish. Let's just go experiment and learn. And do more science. We already had a successful sciencing with using the Cane and Burner to finish off Blind. Oh! I don't need it, so I did not mean to go back in there. But since we did, we'll just grab this key. Just to keep our habits up, and don't forget that the keys are where they are. Let's do more science. This treasure could be anything, so let's get it and see. It was $5. It was anything, all right. We cannot deny that it was definitely anything. Why am I can mirror. What am I doing in my life? Oops. I misjudged that. Oh, right. You can't unless you're breaking into a thing. Damn it. Hate this part. This is the thing that bugs me the most about Swordless. I still want to be able to use my medallions. Nice shot, me. Damn. Oops. Alright, well this is either going to be the Pendant of Wisdom or it's going to be one of the 2 crystals we need that we don't know where they are. Jeez, Mothula, why are you ever considered a challenge to anyone? Alright. As far as I can tell, I think that's all crystals accounted for. We'll have a quick check once we get out of here, but I'm pretty sure I know where all the crystals are now. Let's see, that was crystal 1. 4, 6, 7. Okay, so we need crystal 3, and it's either in Swamp Palace or Eastern Palace, and we can't do either one yet, so that means for the moment we should just finish up what we can't do. Let's just use the mirror trick to death here. Key to Dark Palace, which is one of the remaining dungeons we need. That's a sword. Alright, let me check my keys real quick. Okay, I don't have anything for Desert Palace, so we're not going to go diving in there too hard. No reason to. Actually, I lied. There's a good 2 to 3 treasures I can get, so there's no good reason not to just check it out. Since we're right here, and there's 2 treasure chests we can open up. Also, this place has a Pendant of Courage in it, so House Swirl said so. is this kind of silver arrows. And that is why you scope out dungeons you don't need to beat, necessarily. Is that like a triple triad thing, where the real game is doing the extra stuff, and then the mini game is the garbage RPG that comes with it? We can't do Swamp Palace yet. That one's the one that's hurting right now. Didn't he say Bombos or Quake? Blind, you are a liar, sir. Hey, I like Final Fantasy VIII, honestly. I don't actually think it's garbage. I think it falls apart at the 2/3 mark, but I don't think it's a bad video game. Come on, timing. Also, watch out for that Beamos. Do we have the big key? Not yet. I don't know if we can finish Misery Mire, but we can't really finish anything else either, so we may be having to come back here and do this one in waves. We'll see. Bug catching net. Oh, hell yeah. That's one of those prizes I'm always happy to see. Eastern Palace Big Key, okay. We still can't finish the place off? Alright, well, let's explore some more. There's more we can do here. The Compass of Misery Mire. Woot. Always a good option, especially if you can play like Dragon Warrior Casino or Dragon Quest and get real glittering prizes for your money. Unfortunate. So, whatever this chest is, unless it's the big key for Misery Mire, we got a boogie. We can't actually finish the place. I know what we can do, though. And I'm gonna cheat to do it. I'm gonna do something I should not be allowed to do yet. I'm breaking sequence! We don't have any of the keys for this dungeon. Never mind. Huh. So much for my evil scheme to break sequence. That's disappointing. Screw it, let's go as far as we can. We do have the big... Oh, right, Dungeon 5, duh. We have a key and a big key. We can do a lot of this dungeon. Guys, I totally sequence broke to get in here. I'm kind of proud of this particular sequence break. So if I get a little braggy about it, I'm sorry, but damn. got a bow. That's a lot of hours, Jay. Guys, I totally broke sequence. Whatever, let's just go. No, get away! Fine, I've got the means. Just die already. Alright, Cold Stare, let's see what you got for us this time. Probably nothing. Take that. I'm going back in. We did not completely clear out that dungeon. And we have the big key and one small key for Dark Palace, which is almost everything we need to finish it, but not quite. I'll probably do the Eastern Palace first, though, just because there's like 2 treasures in there now, and I can get them both. And I know I can finish it. I think that's where my move is, logically speaking. Since I don't have the flippers, I cannot at all do Swamp Palace. Now, obviously the flippers should be given to me at some point. They are a required item. They're probably in Palace of Darkness, if I were to guess. Or the means to get them is in there. One of those 2 things. Oh, I almost was cool. I did it the first time. Alright, let's try to be cool. Okay, 5, 6, 7. I know we're... Have I been missing a treasure in here all this time? Let's see. This one should lead to... Yeah? Oh, I know where it is. It's in a weird path on the way. Okay. Because here's number 6. Small key to Ganon's tower. Always nice to have more of those. Not even sure why I'm going to finish this dungeon off, but why not, right? Let's do this again the right way. Nope, this was exactly what I wanted to do. Why was I second guessing it? No, that was not what I wanted to do, though, that's for sure. Come on, get in there. Yep, here's the treasure I had forgotten about. And we still don't have the Misery Mire big key. Huh. You know, I was gonna stop, but now I'm into it. Now I'm officially into it, and I'm ready to get this dungeon done. And get the next dungeon done, and the one after that, because we should be able to just boogie right to Ganon once we get into the tower. We have everything we need to win it, so... And we have everything we need to actually beat the game. We just gotta, except for the flippers, because I can't sequence break my way into Swamp Palace. So I'm gonna clear this out because there's 2 treasures in it, and there may be good ones. No. Yeah, I don't have enough. I don't have enough keys to completely finish off Dungeon 2 or Dungeon 1. I mean. So we're gonna go ahead and clear this one out. It's probably gonna be the only pendant dungeon I do. Either that or Swamp Palace is a pendant dungeon. That's the question. Nope. Eastern, we're good to go. It's Palace of Darkness that I'm missing. Yeah, there are... Allison and I went through this earlier. There are 2 keys in Eastern Palace. One of them requires you to get one out of a pot. The other is inside of a Cyclops enemy that I can't remember the name of right now. I do have the distinct feeling this is going to be my pendant dungeon, though. No, I've already done most of this dungeon. I cleared most of it out earlier. If you look at the top there, you'll see I have 4 out of 6 chests checked. So all I need to do is crack the big chest and kill the boss. That's what I'm here for. Nice shot there. That second one was so good, Morn. Alright, let's just slaughter these statues, shall we? Ooh, I missed my shot. Twice even. Ooh, mirror shield. And it was the last. Swamp Palace is optional. We are in go mode, folks. Okay, dude. Die in a fire. We're not quite in super go mode though, because we still need to clear out as many of the chests as we can in Palace of Darkness, while still allowing us to fight the boss, which means we're probably not cracking the big key, the chest. because we only have one key to Palace of Darkness, and we need 2 to finish it completely. I think I still need the big key for the for Misery Mire, but I don't think I actually need any other keys for that dungeon, because there's a small key I can still get inside of it. Man, this is... You know, for a run that was supposed to make me miserable for Paradoxical's entertainment, this is going surprisingly well. Fuck! Now we can finish the dungeon! Are you kidding me with this? Okay, I'm getting stun locked. Maybe that's entertaining? It gave me the other key for this chest. Or it gave me the other key for this dungeon, I mean. We have all the keys we need now. What? Lies and deceit. It doesn't update on there, but we have both keys we need, so away we go. Well, these treasures are kind of a bust. Maybe that'll make you feel better, Paradoxical. They're not paying out the way they should. And I'm going to probably get stuck up on the big key to Misery Mire. That seems to be my sticking point right now. 4th bottle with a blue potion. You know what? From here, it's just faster to warp out and go. That was not the hammer. Wait, I'm missing a treasure? Which one am I missing? Oh! Okay, yeah, we're not done yet. Alright. Well, I have good news, Paradoxical. We're not actually in Super Go mode. Although, yeah, we are. I'm just gonna skip that treasure because it ain't worth my time. Sorry. I'm a giant tease and I know it. I just remembered I have the mirror shield and I'm therefore not afraid of those things at all. Wait. Wait. I have to check something before we're done here, but... Get killed, please. Thank you. Alright. Somebody put Morn's brain into gear, so I have to go check something. I think I ignored a big key somewhere. Alright, we're in the Dark World. Yep, thought so. That's a 50-50 shot right there. Yeah, buddy! Let's do this thing, folks! Serious business time! Just because we're having fun now, we're gonna check the big chest while we're here. That is not the Canis Maria. Wait, did that need to be red? Yeah, it did, okay. Duh. So I'm not used to just being down here and just in go mode. So not used to this. Sequence breaks for the win, baby! And thanks to the nature of the beast, we have everything we need to do Ganon's tower. This was a few gambles that paid off. There was just some legitimate skilled play on my part, some well-timed sequence breaks. I cannot be unhappy about this run. Even if it turns into a garbage fire with me sucking at fighting Ganon, this has been a legitimate run on the game. Tower with the freaking Light World dungeon music, I will take it. That did not work the way I intended it to, but I'm going to go with it. How are we doing on 3 blue potions and a... Okay. We'll just quickly restock our health then in here. No problem. I should be bow fighting these. The Hammer's just a bad weapon for the skeletons. Come on. Cheap shot. Oh, I hate when the game decides to cheap shot me like that. And that was my fault, of course. Smoke eat a castle tower now? Oh, Keysanity, you're so crazy. Well, all right then. Hey, Paradoxical, on the plus side, I have to fight Aghanim 2 with the bug net. And fighting Aghanim with the bug net is always fun. That's true. That is true. There is still that opportunity. That's what happened last time I did Swordless. Oh, that was a bad run. I think before we fight Ganon, though, we're going to go get our hands on a refill that blue potion and restock my health, and then we'll come kill Ganon. So what I'm getting at is take heart. There's still plenty of time for me to be mad and hate everything. I forgot he does 3 whole hearts even with the freaking red mail. Wait, why does he do? Shouldn't he only be doing 2 hearts with the freaking red mail? No, don't. Oh, Jesus. Okay. No, don't get into troll a port. Oh. And game. Yes. Less than 3 hours, Swordless Keysanity. Nothing to complain about with that, right there. A winner is me, baby. No, my personal best is 2:15. I think that might be one of my best ones on... And maybe one of my best stream showings. For sure. I think that's better than my best stream showing. So as far as stream, confirmed audience, yes, that is a PB. By like 2 minutes. Oh, thank you, Allison. Thank you very much. GG indeed. I can't believe I pulled it off. I thought I was going to have to just walk away and rage. I honestly started this thinking I was not going to finish it. So... You'll have to excuse me for a moment if I just soak this one in. Zora, you got a little something going on there, buddy. Are you okay? Zora, what do you got there? Unknown hat for sale? You had 5 rupees, you jerk. Or no, maybe not this run. You had something. I think it was a key. No, it was something good. I remember it being something worthwhile. There was a reason... Lumber clones. I remember the Zora actually having something worth... Oh, it was blue mail. That's what it was. 500 rupees for blue mail I consider to be a good value. So, yeah. Also, that freaking Ice Palace sequence break just to get into the place. That may go into my personal highlight reel. I don't think anybody else cares, but just using fake flippers to bypass having to have them to get into the palace in the first place. That was kind of a personal moment. So yeah, Merry Christmas, Paradoxical. I got an on-stream personal best. Oh, it was a map. In your preferred style of just trying to torment me. So, excuse me. You set up a challenge for me and I succeeded at it. Beyond, I think, anybody's expectations. Merry Christmas. What's funny is Murray is my actual last name, so close enough, right? And thank you very much for the bits, Paradoxical. I appreciate it. I know it wasn't tormenting, but I hope you enjoyed watching me succeed in spite of everything. The problem is, I can't not get hit. That one literally would be unplayable for me. That's the main reason I don't do that mode, is because I actually am just not capable of not being hit long term. I would just not get anywhere. There's a reason !CAF exists on my channel, after all. So let's see what our final results are here. 119 and 36 for 155. Hey, thanks Razorblades, and thanks for stopping in. Have a good sleep. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow for the marathon. Let's see what we got here. No pendants, somehow. I could have sworn I was going to get a pendant out of Eastern Palace. We're doing that tomorrow, Nicotera. We're doing festive, just a straight standard festive run tomorrow as part of the Christmas marathon. And no, I am not doing festive Swordless Keysanity, die in a fire. But yeah, we'll definitely be doing a standard. I've tried to play it. I have not finished a single seed of Festive off stream. So we're going to try to run a full run of it tomorrow for the marathon. Six deaths, 12 saving quits, 18 total. In-game playtime, 2 hours, 46 minutes, and 22 seconds. And that's going to do it for me for this special Christmas